Oh, hello there. Alan Wake 2 is my most anticipated game of spooky season this year. I'm a huge Remedy Games fan, and I'm very into going down the rabbit hole of the Control Alan Wake connected universe. So when I got invited to a sneak preview event here in LA for Alan Wake 2, I couldn't clear my schedule fast enough. The event was set in a warehouse, decked out to look like Bright Falls. I got to play 2 missions from the game and listen to a Q&A with Sam Lake and the fabulous cast of the game, which now I can talk about includes Janina Gavankar as an FBC agent. Again, all about that connected universe, and I can't wait to see how her character fits into the storyline more. Now, as far as the gameplay itself, I got to play 1 mission as Saga and 1 as Alan, and these are the 2 main protagonists that we will play as in Alan Wake 2. You'll be able to use the Dark Place to swap between the 2, and both have their own storylines and trajectories as far as I know. I'm interested to see how the story progresses if you stay in just one character's storyline for too long, but we're all gonna have to wait to see exactly how that works when the game releases in a few weeks. The Saga mission that I played involved Saga investigating the Cult of the Tree in a small town called Watery, trying to find the Clicker. And while investigating, she realizes that the people in the town have a different version of reality than the one that she knows, including supposed facts about her past. It was super creepy to have this juxtaposition of not knowing what is real or in your mind, and after all, that is very on point for an Alan Wake game, so I was into it. Saga can go in and out of another reality known as the Mind Place to put all the clues that she's gathered and suspects or characters she's encountered into some semblance of a through line, and thus help to solve the mysteries that she's presented with. Then I went through a very disturbing abandoned amusement park that was called Coffee World and got a fresh reminder how much I adore the puzzles in these games and how simultaneously I am absolute crap at Alan Wake combat. I died a lot. Then I got a peek into more of Saga's personal story points, which I will not share for spoiler reasons, but it gets real very fast. Or is it real? It's Alan Wake, so you never really know. Next, I got to play as Alan. Alan has been trapped in the Dark Place and is trying to find his way out. In the mission that I played, Alan needed to find a way into the Ocean View Hotel, which, if that sounds familiar, it should, because the Ocean View Motel was a main otherworldly destination in Control. Not exactly sure how these 2 are related, but the name cannot be a coincidence as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, as Alan, I had to fight my way through shadow beings and navigate through doors that led to nowhere to find a way into the hotel, which I finally did, but not before bumping into the Alex Casey, the protagonist of Alan Wake's own novels and Saga's FBI partner. Dun dun dun! I don't want to tell you what transpired between the 2 because spoilers, but it is high stakes for sure. Now, to solve the puzzle that was navigating into the hotel, Alan made use of the Clicker. The Clicker also is a big part of the first game lore going all the way back to Alan's childhood. And fun fact, Sam Lake has even said that the idea for the Clicker came from his own childhood. Old machine parts that you can't quite figure out were always very interesting to him, so I thought that was cool. In Alan Wake 2, the Clicker allows Alan to hold light charges, essentially turning nearby light sources off and on, and in doing so, changing reality around him. Once in the hotel, I met a new version of Thomas Zane, the reality-altering poet from the first game, except for this version of Zane was a filmmaker. The 2 share a moment, which I cannot show you just yet, but it was really something. Now, much like Saga's Mind Place, Alan has the writer's room, in which there's a plot board where he can craft a new story, and in doing so, change his current reality. I have to put reality in quotes when I say that there because no one really knows what's going on in this particular part of the game and really in Alan Wake games in general, so reality in quotes, take that for what you will. But basically, Alan can take locations and story information he's discovered and combine them in different ways to change his surroundings. This was super neat and led to some really fun discoveries, some that moved the plot of the game along and others that just informed the world and lore. Either way, loved it. In the hotel, I started telling the story of a play about a cult turning into actual murder, not just a play. All while real people dressed as the cultists mulled about and stood over my shoulder while I was playing the game at the event, which was creepy AF. Overall, I cannot wait for this game. Like I mentioned, I'm total dirt at the combat in Alan Wake games, but I'm pretty fast at solving the puzzles, so hopefully these two will even out because the storytelling here looks to be just as fantastic as I was hoping for, and I will definitely be streaming this on Twitch at release and through the Halloween season. Hope to see you there. Bye, everyone.